Hello, we are Scarlet Stories.
And you're watching liveprog. Yeah, it started at Rock Academy. We studied together, and at the end of the year, there was room for forming bands and stuff for a project. And we had an idea. We didn't have to do anything because we already had the grades. So we decided to go do something just with the two of us, and then inspired by Opeth, Dream Theater, but then acoustic.
Okay.
So and we liked it.
Yeah. Then we continued, and that's where we are today. And in 2012, 3 other band members joined us.
Yeah.
Then now with the band we are 5, but we still continue to play with only 2 of us acoustic. Yeah.
Okay, so you have a bit of a, I would almost say a split personality. One side still acoustic, but on the other side still a more a full band.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also because we like both things. So
yeah.
They're also very different. With bands, they are the same songs, but different.
Yeah.
And
okay.
we liked it very much.
We have, of course, this one. Your EP.
Yeah.
I think
it's almost an album.
It's almost an album. I think it has definitely the qualities of an album. But how did you come up with the name Scarlet Stories?
Because we always create our music with a story.
Mm-hmm.
So I first come up with a story or a lyric, and usually a sort of a poem.
Yeah.
And then I already have a visualization of what I want to like in atmosphere and scenery, what I want to tell, and then we sit together and we add the music, and then we let the lyrics guide us.
Mm-hmm.
In the music, actually.
Okay.
So that's why the stories are quite important. The stories we tell are not really the most happy stories, so they're also a little bit like horror stories sometimes.
Yeah.
So the color of blood, scarlet red actually.
Mm-hmm.
So that's also what we use a lot. And then we came up with the Scarlet Stories, and earlier on we used the Scarlet Rose also as a sign. And that's from also Nick Cave has a song with I think Kylie Minogue, the Wild Rose. They call them the Wild Rose. And I really think that's a beautiful song as he tells a story, and it's really a bit horror story, or like a I don't know how do you say that, murder story.
Yeah.
But I like that idea. Just.
Okay.
So that's the combination of both, which forms the name actually.
Okay. It's nice to hear the influence of Nick Cave.
Yeah.
I mean, it's something you don't always hear in prog and metal, but still he's a very good musician, and I know the song you refer to, so I know it's a very beautiful song as well. So. Is it a bit of a concept, or are they just separate stories?
They're separate stories, but they all have a link that they are created on things, the reality combined with fantasy aspects, and also a lot of innocence is also present in the songs. But the album is not really a concept album. The last 4 songs are from our older demo.
Yeah.
Last 3 songs, sorry. And the 4 songs are newly recorded, but since we were out of demos actually, so we wanted to put them on the EP as well.
At what point did you thought, we want to expand and become a full band?
Well, the idea in the beginning was like, we're going to do prog metal, but then acoustic, and that worked out quite well. Yeah. So after that, I had the idea of maybe it's cool if we can do more, make more difference between loud and soft and intention. Mm-hmm. So we had something like, we're just gonna try it and we'll see. Mm-hmm. And we're very happy about it.
Okay. Making figures of dolls and elephants with the little fingers until the blood is dry. So
was it difficult to find the other members to complete a band lineup?
No, not really. We study at the Rock Academy, so we know a lot of people, a lot of musicians. So you know who you would like to have or don't like to have. Mm-hmm. So it all happened very, very quick. I guess when we really decided that we were going to do it, in less than a week, we had the band.
Well, we also asked people that we thought were also a big fan of, they also liked the style a lot. So for example, our guitarist Carmen, she really, we really are at the same level in what we find nice or interesting about music, and we have the same influences. So that's really, I think that's really important. I don't want. You have also session musicians who just play in a band, and I don't know. Sometimes they're not really related to the music. Yeah. But we really wanted dedicated. We really wanted to have band members that also really love the music and also play the music because they love the music and music scene So and that worked out quite well. So that's really nice. Yeah.
Well, that's good to hear. I mean, so you really go for a band and not really a project form.
So, but the songs, we still write the music. Yeah. We always write them acoustic. Mm-hmm. So we will always be the main song composers actually. Yeah. Well, yeah. But then we bring the song to the band members, and they always create something with the song, and we figure out what works best, and then we create the song with the band.
Yeah, mostly what they do after hearing the song and going to the rehearsal, most of the times is already good after one time play. It's just funny.
Okay.
Yeah. And not perfect, but the bass, you have the bass.
Yeah. Okay. So it's good to hear that there's a nice chemistry between all of you.
Definitely.
That works very well. And you're working on a full album. At what stage is it now, and when do you hope to have it released?
Well, it's gonna be quite a while, I think. We are now currently busy recording some songs, like 2 songs with the band, just for other people to get an idea about what we sound like. We still need. Well, it costs a lot of money.
That's true.
We just recently had our RP pressed, and that already cost quite a lot of money. Yeah. So what we would like to do is just have these 2 songs with the band, and then play a lot, and hopefully get noticed by a lot of people, and then perhaps like next year or so start with the album with the band actually. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's not easy these days. I mean, everything costs money, of course. So it's especially making an album.
Yeah.
So that's for the fans who are watching this, buy this EP and support the band. I mean, that's a start, of course, and then I hope, of course, that others will do that as well. Is it difficult to find gigs to play live?
Yeah, quite. I think it's for every musician. It's quite difficult now because there are so many bands and there's so many good musicians as well. So there are more bands than there are venues.
That's true.
And festivals. So you really have to stand out and you have to really work for that. And it costs a lot of energy and we're willing to put that energy, of course, into that to get a lot of performances and
making figures of dolls and elephants with little fingers until the blood is dried.
Well, we get really a lot of enthusiastic response, so that is really good, and I think we slowly go towards more performances, but it goes really quite slow. It's not like if I just write an email, then they will automatically answer the next day and say, "Hey, you can play." So that's not how it goes. No. Yeah.
Okay, so it's a bit of a challenge, but
it's a lot of work, and effort.
Well, I definitely hope that people will notice you because, when I heard the music on the EP, I was very impressed because I very much liked the idea of the acoustic songs, and I did an interview. A singer also said that if you have a song and you strip it down to just vocals and guitars and it still sounds great, then you have a good song. Well, that is for you the foundation, So and I think the songs here are very beautiful. And I had a privilege to see the band with the debut at the Little Devil, which was quite nice. And I gotta say, it sounded very good. So I think it's definitely something to look forward to.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Of course, you're working towards the album. Are there any other musical things you do next to that?
Yeah, I'm session guitarist as well.
Okay.
So I have a couple of bands, mostly pop music. Also nice, but not as nice as what I do with Scarlet Stories. That's my own thing. That's what I like to do most. I'm also a teacher, guitar teacher. So that's about it.
Yeah, and I sing in a metal cover band, like a hard rock metal cover band, Little Devil All Stars. And I also do vocals and lyrics for more trip hop producer act. So it's also really ambient music. And but that's quite also for one band I do the backing vocals. But my own music is still Scarlet Stories. Yeah. And I also work as a biologist, but that is a completely different thing.
That's completely different.
So that has nothing to do with music.
Rent has to be paid, so...
Also, I like both. Yeah.
Okay. It's nice to hear that you have some a very broad broad activities on music. That's very nice. And I think, in the end it all will help in expanding Scarlet Stories, of course.
Yeah, we hope so.
We hope.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for a nice chat and to know a little bit more about who are behind Scarlet Stories and also what the plans for the future are. So I wish you a lot of luck.
Thank you.
I look forward to the album.
Yeah, okay, thank you. Yeah, well, you will hear about it, of course, when it's there. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much for the interview and
no
for
problem.
your time.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.